I'm a producer of olive oil here in Montecastello, a beautiful spot in central Tuscany close to Siena. Ours is a villa with 8 rooms. We are very small, receive our guests personally. The idea is to give very personal, family integrated opportunity to relax, to have a wonderful spot that they can claim their own, and equipped with a kitchen that are large enough to cook their own gourmet meals, or we'll be happy to cook meals with the ingredients harvested in our garden or from our own charcuterie or animals. Dinners that are very farm specific. We have about 1,240 plants, trees. We have therefore also opted to build our own olive mill and guarantees us the freshest, most beautiful fruit, and that's what we are interested in. 10 years ago I met Marco in 2003, and it's just recently new opened restaurant Hearth.
You know, from the moment he walked into Hearth, my restaurant in New York, he claims that he felt a sense of hospitality and a sense of walking into somebody's home.
10 years ago he bought our first bottle of olive oil, and still today he is our prime contact and best promoter of what we do here.
It's some of the best oil I've ever had. So it was the beginning of a very long relationship. So my style of cooking is a very, very simple style of cooking. I'm a big believer in less is more. And you know, I learned that starting with my mom and my aunt. They were born and raised in Tuscany in Lucca, and it kind of shines through in my food today. And I think that resonated with Jens. And when he asked to possibly do a cooking class here, and he kind of brought me out to look at the property, I was thrilled by the prospect of doing it. There's so many virtues about cooking, and I kind of have been on a mission to share my knowledge of cooking with people. I'm a big believer that it's a very easy thing to do, and I kind of fill the class with very basic skills that would allow you to kind of broaden your repertoire. This isn't a school like you would think of a school in the States or some kind of big culinary school. We cook what we're gonna eat for lunch, and then we cook what we're gonna eat for dinner, and we do it together, and I try to infuse as much knowledge in terms of technique as I can. And it's really it becomes like a family affair. It's really a communal thing, and it's a very comfortable, relatively easy week in terms of learning and cooking. The foods that we cook here are very simple Tuscan fare, and I want to teach a little bit of the history and the heritage that goes behind the food. You can get as involved as you want, or you could just kind of, you know, kick back and go take a swim in the pool if you want.
I think our uniqueness is the freshness and the completeness with which we can offer a meal, not only the meats, not only the veggies, but also we grow about 20 different herbs here at Montecastello. Another 15, 20 are wild. We harvest, they're grown here spontaneously.
You know, to have access to ingredients and products that are grown right here on the property, and to, you know, come outside and pick thyme or oregano or sage, and to take it inside and to cut it while the heat of the sun is still inside, it really makes for an extraordinarily tasty food.
During the year, in Montecastello at the villa, we hold a number of classes, cooking and wine classes. We here have a cellar filled with 2,000 bottles dating back to vintages in Chianti Classico or Brunello to the 70s, bringing and showing wines not way beyond Tuscany. Italy is a grand country, over 400 indigenous varieties, more than any other country in the world, and that is a wealth that we are very proud of sharing here at the villa.
The final night is the Friday night, and everybody gathers and we get a local pizzaiolo, and he comes and makes a huge dough, and we start the 1,000-year-old outdoor wood-fired oven, and we set up all the toppings for pizza, and he kind of shows the class how to, kind of maneuver the dough, and we all kind of hang out for hours and drink beer and drink wine, and we all make pizzas, and it's phenomenal.
Here at Montecastello, it is a family enterprise. I wouldn't be able to do what I do and wake up with a smile on my face without my son Celso, without my wife Barbara, and also my brother Holger, and my mom is often here, as well as also Barbara's parents. So it's a real family operation, and with that spirit, we like you all to come and join us here.